GTA 4 is a game that I've been playing for quite some time now, for probably the past week or so, and I kind of just want to make this video today talking about GTA 4 and what got me to basically replaying this game that's over 10 plus almost 20 years old now as of me recording this video. And the reason for that is pretty simple. So, for anyone that's been keeping up with the GTA 6 news, everyone should have known that earlier this year, GTA 6 unfortunately had to push the release of that game to, I believe, November or December of next year, 2026. And as a result, was like, man, given that GTA 6 got delayed, I decided to, you know what, let me go back to replaying GTA 4. Because before GTA 5 was like the big household name that it came out to be when it first released back in the early 2010s, there was a time where GTA 4 was praised and talked about and was at one point the biggest GTA game to be released out there. And a lot of people even consider it to be like the best Grand Theft Auto game out of all the Grand Theft Auto games out there. And it makes sense because honestly, if for me, my if you were to consider the big three of Grand Theft Auto games, a lot of people have always put at least GTA 4 within their big three best Grand Theft Auto games of all time. And I'm not gonna lie when I say this, but the other reason, as like if you notice on this channel, where I haven't been like as actively posting like two videos every so often as of late, it's because I've been so hooked on GTA 4 story again. Because honestly, it's like I said, it's been years since I remember playing this game. I remember first playing it back when I was in like elementary school, middle school, roughly, and I remembered how good the story was, but I didn't really liked it at the time when I first played it because I was too young and I was not mature enough to understand it. But replaying GTA 4 now that I'm 26 years old, I have my own computer, my own games, I can do whatever the hell I want. I absolutely love GTA 4. In fact, I think that with me coming close to the end of being GTA 4's story once again, I honestly think that this is my favorite Grand Theft Auto game of all time. And prior to this, my favorite Grand Theft Auto game was a pretty close one between San Andreas and GTA 5, respectfully. And it makes sense given that like the timeline of when these Grand Theft Auto games were released, right? And obviously, some honorable mentions being Grand Theft Auto Vice City, Grand Theft Auto 3 as like the goats of Grand Theft Auto games. But GTA 4, in a nutshell, is absolutely one of a kind, really unique, and to me, was like the perfect balance of what Grand Theft Auto was known for. And keep in mind that for a game that came out back in 2008, this game holds up really, really well. And like, I'm just gonna be honest with you, sports fans, that for any GTA 5 like fanatics being like, man, when is GTA 6 coming out? Now I'm gonna be so fucking bored. There's nothing to do on GTA Online. There's nothing to do in GTA 5 because I replay the story over and over again. Honestly, go back to playing GTA 4, man. Give it a shot because a lot of what the game has, the style of the game, the story, the mechanics of the game, actually still hold up so well that can rival a lot of modern video games in this genre, or in this case, within the Grand Theft Auto universe. To me, again, first and foremost, this game was one of the very few games where I was able to reintroduce and introduce like the covering system when it comes to shooting enemies. The second thing was like the depiction of like where now you can actually drive drunk when you're actually playing and interacting with certain moments and interactions. There's also like really cool, robust features that really made it special for its time. And before GTA 5's like big map that was unleashed and was announced, GTA 4's map was actually like really detailed, really thorough, and as many people would notice, for any hardcore GTA fans, GTA 4 had like a really like it's basically like a remix version of GTA 3's map, but it was just much more bigger, much more detailed, and a lot more like itty bits of pieces to go through. And the story of GTA 4 cannot be underestimated. I love the story. Niko has officially, like, initially, like, my original favorite main character in the whole franchise was, obviously, one of the main characters from San Andreas, to be specific, or even one of any characters from GTA 5, right? But Niko Bellic, his story as to how he was an ex-European ex-soldier trying to escape from his country to get live the normal live the normal high life is a story that is just really cool, really true and heartfelt, and throughout this journey, you get to see Nico go through the highs, the lows, and at the end of the day, he just simply has one goal in mind, and that is to just simply live a normal life. But before he does that, he needs to take down and get revenge on someone that betrayed his ex country once and for all. And throughout this journey, he gets to see people that unfortunately go into that same role as well as the story progresses. And I absolutely love it, man. Like, Nico's character and Roman's character, when you get introduced to, is absolutely heartfelt. It's really cool. It's honestly like one of the very rare moments where, like, outside of every GTA game out there, Nico Bellic's main character is a character that you can really root for, that you can really feel and truly understand, like really like understand like what his character is at the end of the day. Where someone like Trevor, for example, from GTA 5, is like he's nuts to butts ballistic and just unpredictable. Whereas Nico, he's willing to give you a helping hand no matter what the situation calls for. And it's so good. It's so heartfelt. And when he gets angry, he gets angry. When he gets sad, he gets sad. And when he has to take action, he takes action. And that's what makes Niko Bellic like immediately my favorite character in this game itself. And then to like dive deep into all the other characters that you come across through various main quest missions and even the side quest missions, it really enhances a lot of what GTA's 4 story and narrative is going for. And I gotta say, a lot of the times when you hear like a side quest mission when it comes to a lot of the GTA games, you're kind of just brushing up and like, okay, what's the point? What's the big deal? They're not going to give you much money. It's not going to be much of a payoff. It's worthless, what have you. But GTA 4 side quest missions is one of the rare instances where it's like, I just want to play through all the side quest missions. It is so remarkably good, stands out so well, and it just enhances further as to why Nico Bellic's character is just so damn lovable and also just memorable to begin with. The best example of the side quest missions that I can really pick off of right off the bat, and this is something that you for every GTA fans would notice, is the two side quest missions regarding Marty, where instead of Nico, maybe taking advantage of Marnie in the state that she was, his first instinct immediately is just like, okay, what's wrong? Why are you hurt? Why are you going through these drugs? Like, do you need help? Do you need money? Like, I'm doing anything I can to help you to get you a better life. And even though it's two side quest missions long, it's such a wholesome and heartfelt and just shows like how much of like a normal and humanized being Nico is when it comes to characters that he just does not know. It's a random stranger, and he just lends a helping hand first and foremost. And then this game is also one of the very few games that, if I'm not mistaken, was one of the first to do like a decision making type of moment. So, a few moments in this game that I could name off of um, with the brothers that you have to choose between the two and figure out who you should kill, who you should spare. And but one of the base examples of a mission that really changes the course and sets the stage of like what happens from that point forward is the amount of times you either get to spare or kill an enemy within the mission. And if you decide to spare them, there are chances that could be useful for you, or they could play a minor role within the story itself. But there are consequences to sparing some of these players, where if you spare a pretty infamous side character from a pretty big mission, he actually, I think I remember correctly, one of them actually comes back and just kills Nico right off the spot, like no hesitation, even though Nico was kind enough to spare him. And the biggest decision making you have to do, and one that just sticks like rent free in my head now as I've been playing this game, is the decision to killing between Playboy X and Dwayne. And I gotta say, man, they did such an amazing and incredible job depicting the two sides to why Playboy X and Dwayne had at one point were really close, like pals in the hood, and now they've come fragmented, they're distant, and now you're just left with that horrible decision of just figuring out who to choose between the two. And for me, as someone's been playing it, I chose the route of just killing Playboy X because of everything that was portrayed and was talked about throughout the whole thing up until that point. And again, there's a lot more highlights, a lot more characters that I could absolutely shout out. With Lil Jacob being the motherfucking man at the from the first beginning of this game when you play it, and just overall the amount of interactions, the amount of things you can do surprisingly to just keep yourself entertained, from racing to playing bowling to playing darts to fucking going to two different strip clubs. There's like two different strip clubs in this game, to just taking really weird and ridiculous mundane tasks. There's a lot you can do in GTA 4 that will leave you just never bored ever. And at the end of it all, GTA 4 has probably one of the best, if not amazing, endings to really sum up the game in a nutshell. And to kind of wrap this up too, like the GTA 4 was also, if I'm not mistaken, one of the many few games where they even dropped expansion packs, which essentially were like two little GTA 4 spin-offs that enhanced the story, but then like derailed the original in its own degree. And that was GTA: The Battle of Gaytoni and GTA 4: The Lost and the Dam. And both of these actually play and actually were able to cement why GTA 4 was such a great game to begin with. And obviously, I'm not going to play these games when I get to it, and I might even drop a video talking about both of these games respectfully once I finish replaying them. But as of right now, I think that as of me getting close to the end of GTA 4 and finishing the game and knowing where it's going to go, I can comfortably say that if you were to ask me again, what is my favorite GTA game of all time, I think it's GTA 4. I think this game is just everything that I love about the past GTA games up until 4. It's everything that was special and would eventually be fully like fleshed out, fully like experimented on when going to GTA 5 and obviously the up and coming GTA 6 supposedly. And again, I think GTA 4 was just a one of a kind, truly unique game that for me, it's not afraid to dive into really sensitive subject matter that is really, really dark at times. Because at the end of the day, GTA 4 is a really dark game, but also one that's just that is held up so well with a really good story, really good game mechanics, really good just everything that you love about GTA. And yeah, I just simply want to talk about this and more or less address why I haven't been posting like actively as much. I've just been too focused on GTA 4. I've been loving it. It's been one hell of an amazing game. And yeah, that's it. I'll see you all the next one. Later.